Welcome to the world of entrepreneurship, where myths and misconceptions are as common as coffee stains on your desk. Today, we're about to expose the 10 myths that can sink your business faster than a lead balloon. Welcome back to Live Life in Freedom, your go-to spot for everything business and success. We're peeling back the layers of these common misconceptions like an onion, but without the tears. We're also shedding light on the truth behind these myths like a detective with a magnifying glass. We'll delve into every nook and cranny, from the necessity of innovation to the role of profits in defining success. So buckle up, we're about to debunk some of the most common business myths that have trapped more entrepreneurs than a spider's web. Prepare yourself for a myth-busting journey that has the potential to reshape your business perspective. Myth number 1, you must have an innovative idea. Yeah, because no one ever made money selling coffee or driving people around. Let's outline this myth. 1. Successful businesses are often built on existing ideas with a unique twist, like a mermaid on your coffee cup or turning your car into a taxi. Who could have thought of that? 2. Consider Starbucks and Uber. They didn't create coffee or taxis but revolutionized these existing concepts. Because who knew I liked coffee and rides? 3. Innovation doesn't always mean reinventing the wheel, sometimes it just means putting a new spin on it. So, don't let the lack of new ideas stop you from starting your business. After all, there's always room for another cat video channel. Myth 2, you need a lot of money to start a business. Because everyone knows you can't make a fortune without already having one, right? Let's debunk this myth, shall we? 1. Let's focus on some successful businesses that busted this myth. Ever heard of Apple and Amazon? They started with limited funds but had a great idea and determination, and look at them now, they're practically printing money. 1. Small businesses and startups today are proving that it's not about how much money you have but how effectively you use it. These business ventures are showing us it's like magic, but with spreadsheets. 1. Here's the key takeaway. A good business idea and execution are more valuable than a large initial capital. Because you can't buy creativity, trust me, I've tried. Remember, a good business idea and execution are more valuable than a large initial capital. Or as I like to say, it's not about the size of your wallet, but the size of your idea. Myth 3, the customer is always right. Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. So let's crack open this myth. Firstly, yes, customer satisfaction is essential, but not always practical or beneficial to fulfill every customer demand. Because let's face it, some people want the moon on a platter. Secondly, striking a balance between customer satisfaction and the health of the business is key. It's like a tightrope walk, but with more spreadsheets. Thirdly, sometimes, it's about teaching customers the reasons behind certain policies and focusing on value rather than appeasement. Because sometimes, the customer needs a little education too. Remember, your business isn't a democracy. And lastly, knowing when to say no to a customer is as important as knowing when to say yes. Or as I like to say, sometimes the customer is right, and sometimes they're just right out of their mind. Myth 4, if you build it, they will come. Yeah, because that worked out so well for the guy in the movie. Point 1. Without proper marketing and sales strategies, your great product or service may never find its audience. It's like throwing a party and forgetting to send out the invites. Point 1. It's not enough to simply create something fantastic. You must shine a spotlight on it and make it visible. Because if a tree falls in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sale? Point 3. In the vast sea of competition, marketing and sales efforts are crucial to help your product or service stand out. It's like being the loudest peacock in the jungle. Closing thought. A great product or service is just the beginning. Marketing it right is equally important. Or as I like to say, if you build it, they might come, if they know about it. Myth 5, profit equals success. Because nothing says success like a big pile of cash, right? Certainly profit is important, it's a crucial part of business, but not the only measure of success. Because money can't buy you love, or so the Beatles tell me. Moving on to customer satisfaction. A satisfied customer is like having a golden ticket in the chocolate bar of business. They return, they recommend, they become, which is the essence of business success. And let's talk about employee happiness. A cheerful employee is a busy worker. They contribute more, they innovate more, and they work with genuine dedication. Business success is multidimensional, and profit is just one aspect of it. Or as I like to say, money isn't everything, but it sure does help. Now, let's quickly debunk myths 6 to 10, because we know you've got things to do. First off, the widely held notion that you need to work 24/7, because who needs sleep, right? But keep in mind, striking a work-life balance is equally important to avoid burning out. Next up, the fable that states, you need to do it all yourself. Because nothing screams success like a one-man orchestra. Indeed, teamwork and collaboration can work wonders for your enterprise. Moving on to the misconception that failure is the end, because everyone knows that once you fail you can never try again, right? But the truth is, learning from failure can be your stepping stone to success. Then we have the myth that growth is the ultimate goal, because bigger is always better, right? Balancing growth with sustainability and aligning it with your long-term goals is the way to go. Lastly, we'll address the myth that business is all about competition. Because who needs friends when you can have adversaries, right? Don't forget that collaboration and partnerships can open up new doors. And with that, we've debunked myths 6 to 10. Remember, entrepreneurship is a journey, and it's important to separate fact from fiction. Or as I like say, don't believe everything you hear, especially if it's from your competitors. There you have it, the 10 myths that could potentially sink your business faster than a lead balloon. Let's dive into the deep end. Firstly, the idea that starting a business requires a mountain of money, or a mountain of anything, really. That's not quite accurate. Secondly, the adage, if you build it, they will come, is not always true. Unless, of course, you're building a free ice cream stand, then they will definitely come. Lastly, the shocking revelation that the customer may not always be right. I know, it's a wild concept. Unraveling these myths can be the difference between a thriving enterprise and a sinking ship. Or as I like to say, knowing is half the battle. So let's not let these myths cloud our judgment or dictate our decisions. Now we'd love to hear from you. What's your take on these myths? And there you have it, aspiring entrepreneurs. The truth about these common business myths. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. Keep adapting, learning, and pushing forward. And until next time, keep hustling, and live life in freedom, my friends.